Hey everybody, my name is Barker. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Be a Better GM. We're sitting here in my new recording studio, which is basically the one and only reason why I haven't put many videos up recently. And it's actually still incomplete. If I were to turn this camera around, you would undoubtedly all laugh, which is why I placed it facing the pretty direction. But I got a comment like 15 minutes ago from a guy who was like, "What are you doing? We want videos consistently." What a concept, you know, releasing videos on a regular basis. And it was very well thought out, and he was very polite about it, but I couldn't help it. Inside my head, what I heard was, "What the hell, bro?" And so here I am. Oh! Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. The hardest part about being a GM, in my opinion, is the writer's block. Sometimes inventing things is hard, especially if you're inventing things from scratch. Descriptions, plot hooks, accents, locations, towns, cities, NPCs. What other things do you invent in D&D? Being a dungeon master requires a lot of invention, and sometimes your brain doesn't want to do that. And that's the purpose of this new series, which I'm going to call Grab Bag. Basically, it's me picking a theme and then rattling off lots of helpful ideas for your session. The only way to really understand it is honestly to jump right in it. So here we are, Grab Bag number 1, Towns and Villages. Before we get started, just 2 bits of advice. Number 1, pick up a copy of this. This is the 2nd edition Dungeon Master's Guide. This is the new edition. You can get the old one also, doesn't matter. Let me tell you why. On page 87, there's an entire section of the book dedicated to the campaign. Descriptions and climates and towns, and just really good ways to describe things. Grab Bag is basically designed to help spur your brain and get it moving and get you coming up with your own ideas. My second piece of advice is to check out somebody else's video. You probably already know Andrew Wood at WWAD, What Would Ander Do? Dope. He's got a video series on campaign world building. To be completely honest, why aren't you over there right now? Really? Go. Are you guys still there? What the hell? Okay, you can go after this video, but seriously go, because he's got a lot of really great advice. That series is honestly on constantly in the background of my house. My wife really appreciates it. So, double tap peace, let's do this. Towns and villages. What do your players see when they're walking up to the town? Is there civilization before the town, or is it just a castle with walls and there's nothing outside those walls? If there are things outside of the wall, what are they? Are they just homes? Or is it farmland? If it's farmland, what are they growing? What do the players see? Do they see wheat, orchards, apples, oranges, maybe grapes, maybe they're vineyards? What kind of people are there outside the town or village? A lot of them might be working, maybe some children playing. When the players look up, what's the weather like? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it hailing? Is it sleeting? If there's nothing outside of the town, why is there nothing outside of the town? Is it just a castle with these walls and everybody lives inside the walls? Why is everyone living inside the walls? What are they afraid of? Are there attacks? What would be so scary that the people would stay inside the walls of the town? Is there a legend of some sort of creature that's nearby? If the people are so scared that they stay inside the walls of the town, are there old, like, rundown remnants of civilization outside the town? Like maybe they used to live out there and then something came and scared them, so they went inside? Did they choose to go inside because they were scared? Or did the king or lord make them? Or maybe this is like Army of Darkness and they just all live inside the castle. This is my boomstick! Give me some sugar, baby. As you approach the entrance to the town, what kind of entrance is it? Is it a gate? Is it an archway that just anybody can pass through? If it's a gate, is it locked? Who's guarding it? Is there somebody behind the gate that's questioning every person that's coming in? If there are guards, how suspicious would they be of your player characters? Would the guards confiscate their weapons? Maybe weapons are illegal in the town. If you think about it, 4 adventurers carrying massive axes in the middle of an innocent, disarmed town is kind of scary. Is there a fee that the players have to pay to get into the town? And I'm not just talking about money. It could be like a quest that they have to complete, or a riddle, or they have to friggin' hacky sack something, I don't know. What's the password? When they get into the town, what does it smell like? If the town is wealthy and prosperous, it's not gonna smell that bad, depending on which part of the town you're in. But if you're entering through the slums, it's gonna smell like piss and shit and vomit. The first thing your players would notice about the town is how many people are in the streets. If there are lots of people in the streets, why? Is there a celebration? Is it a holiday? Is the city overpopulated? Why? If there are very few people in the streets, why? Is there a curfew? Why would there be a curfew? Are people afraid of something? Is the city underpopulated? Is there a plague? What kind of people would they see? But no matter how many people are in the streets, the most important thing is, what kind of people do they see? Oh, let's do this. A beggar on the side of the road asking for spare change. A beggar on the side of the road who gives the adventurers money because they look more poor than she does. A juggler. A soapbox salesman selling the latest magic item. Or fake magic item. A public execution. A person asleep on the side of the road. A person asleep in the road. A child running through the street holding some sort of sheet of paper. The owner of a rundown inn standing in the street trying to hail customers inside. Free drinks! Mountain Dew. A musician. A husband and wife arguing. That never happens. A dangerously close archery contest. Andrew Wood telling someone to suck on these nuts. A salesman prating that he has the skills to unlock any chest in the kingdom. Treasure chest. Now what does the road look like? Extremely low quality. Dirt. Muddy from the precipitation. Maybe a cart is stuck in the middle of the road. Perhaps a brand new wooden boardwalk. Gravel. Cobblestone. Maybe there are only canals like Venice. Maybe the town is in a spire in the sky where there are only airships. What kind of buildings would you see? Blacksmith. Fishing supplies. A fruit and vegetable stall. Salted meats. A shop with just handmade leather-bound blank journals. A hunting supply store. Perhaps a music shop. Shit. I bumped it! A stables. A miniature stables for halflings and dwarves, etc. Do the stables have horses? Or are they riding dogs? What kind of government does this town have? Is it a self-governing town in the middle of the wilderness? Or does the town pay homage to a larger kingdom? Who rules the town? A duke, a lord, a merchant? Is it a theocracy? Maybe the bishop? Or some sort of priest or tribal leader? Is it a military-run town? Overall, how paranoid are the people in the town? How trusting are they? Is the town at war with another settlement or some sort of tribe of monsters? Because if so, they're going to be pretty paranoid. Are they all stoned out of their mind? Because if so, they're going to be pretty paranoid. What color are the buildings? Is everything made of wood? What color wood? Is it a light wood? A dark wood like a log cabin? Are the buildings more Victorian in style? What about the roofs? Are they pitched or are they thatched? Or maybe the buildings are kind of adobe like in the southwestern United States. How big are the homes? Most homes during that historical time frame would be like one room where the entire family slept and ate. But maybe you're doing something a little different. Maybe there are 20 rooms in almost all the houses. A city of mansions. Maybe a retirement community. How are the prices in this town? Are things super cheap or are they really expensive? Either way, why? If all the prices are really low, maybe the hunting season is good, or a lot of shipments of food and supplies have been coming in nicely. Maybe the supplies are coming in nicely at someone else's expense. Plot hook! If the prices are really high, what's up? What kind of town is this? What is its primary export? Fish, agriculture, wine, fruits and vegetables, entertainment, tourism, teen pregnancies, rare ores of metal, venison. And then whatever that is, whatever that primary export is should tell you about the geographic location of the town. If it's a fishing village, put it by some water. If it's a hunting village, there will probably be a forest nearby, depending on what they're hunting. If they're hunting humans, well, that's going to be it for now. I hope this first installment of Grab Bag did a good job at getting your motor running again, getting your brain in the mood to create a campaign. At the very least, I hope it did a good job of tiding you over until the next video. So thank you all for your patience. This has been a super busy time for me, but I have not forgotten about you. If you have any ideas for future videos or future Grab Bags, post them underneath. Yeah, and they will be addressed. See you guys in future videos. Double tap peace. Barker signing off. Barker, where the fuck is the button?